so much, Madam Chair. It's interesting because I don't know what all has taken place thus far in this hearing, but I do recall when I left, we were talking about Elon. And so I want to make sure that we don't forget him. I know that some people want us to forget Elon and act like he never existed, but we're not going to do that. We are talking about AI today, and I can tell you what real people in my district care about. I had a few town halls and I talked to some seniors, and they were concerned about their data and their information and how it was being used. And they wanted me to answer questions that I just didn't have the answers to about what has Elon done with their tax information, their social security information, their health information, banking information about their credit histories. And instead of demanding answers, Republicans just blocked our motion to subpoena him to testify before this committee. And I'd ask at this point for unanimous consent to enter into the record a picture of who all was in the room when we took the vote.
Elon Musk, Donald Trump, AI surveillance. It all came crashing together in one fiery moment during this congressional hearing and Rep. Jasmine Crockett did not hold back. If you've ever wondered who's really controlling your data, or why Congress won't ask the tough questions, buckle up. This one's got everything.
Madam Chair?
No objection.
As well as, since our clerk was ready and she knew who was in the room, the actual record of who was in the room at that time.
No objection.
Thank you so much. 5 months into the 119th Congress, and no one from the administration or DOJ has appeared before this committee to explain why they're invading the privacy of Americans. And the irony of it all is during a 2023 hearing, I remember Chairman Comer stating that, quote, "We've witnessed big tech autocrats wield their unchecked power to promote their preferred political opinions. And now he and committee Republicans are here helping the world's richest man to do just that. They're letting him spy on companies competing for government grants, but worse, they're letting him spy on you, the American people." Look, we can all agree that incorporating emerging technologies like artificial intelligence into government operations can be effective. However, these technologies shouldn't be used to weaponize the government against the public. So I'm going to ask Mr. Schneider really quickly. Is it true that when it comes to any technologies, AI or otherwise, that they can be a double-edged sword?
I think of technology as power, and the more the technology enhances your power. And whether your power is for good or for bad depends on you, depends on how you're perceived. So yes, I mean, technology has affordances, and we know that modern technologies are kind of built for surveillance, make surveillance easy. I mean, this is the most complex, effective surveillance device we've ever invented, and we all willingly put it in our pockets every morning. So yes, technologies can be used for both good and evil, but think of the people behind it as the wielders.
Yes, I absolutely agree, and I appreciate your answer. That's my concern. My concern is that these technologies will be used to weaponize the government against the public, because everything that we have seen out of this particular administration has been nothing short but weaponization. So let's talk about some of the things that this administration is doing. They've announced they're going to use AI to scan the social media accounts of students who disagree with their policies. They've threatened nonprofits and universities that are they're threatening their tax exempt status. They've threatened journalists for reporting stories that are critical of the president. They are literally in court arguing to end birthright citizenship. And a lot of y'all think only immigrants are going to be affected by this. But this administration has already deported American citizens. In fact, in an interview with Time magazine, Trump said, quote, "I would love to do that. We're looking into it." Madam Chair, I'd ask unanimous consent to enter into the record an article published by ABC News titled, quote, "Trump wants to send U.S. citizens to foreign prisons. Legal experts."
No objection.
Thank you. It won't be long before more Americans are targets of this administration. This administration has refused to follow the law, and the Republicans are failing to do actual oversight. We don't know what they're going to do with your health records and social security information. In fact, we don't know what they're doing. I don't think anybody does, except we know that they're breaking the law. And it is frustrating to me because I am somebody that actually believes in science. I believe that we should be investing in our young people. I believe that we should not be taking research dollars away. I believe that we should be trying to come up with new technologies and that we should be leading the world. But unfortunately, I can't trust these guys to do good things because, as it's already been said by Mr. Schneider, it is about who it is that is on the side that is asking for this to be done. And frankly, this feels like some bad movie that we are all in and that the villains are doing bad. So with that, I will yield.
Today's moment came during a House Oversight hearing where the topic was supposed to be artificial intelligence, but Crockett turned the spotlight right back onto Elon Musk and the lack of accountability around data privacy. She points out that while everyday people, especially seniors in her district, are asking real questions about how their social security numbers, health records, and even banking info are being handled by tech giants like Musk's companies, Republicans blocked a motion to subpoena him. That's a big deal. And she doesn't stop there. She accuses Republicans of essentially protecting Elon while also helping the government weaponize AI against the American people. Her concern? That this administration could use AI to monitor dissent, punish journalists, even challenge citizenship rights. Whether or not you agree with every point, the larger issue is clear. There's a serious gap between how quickly tech is evolving and how slowly Congress is responding with real consequences for your privacy and freedom. One powerful line came from Bruce Schneier, a tech security expert, who said, "Technology is power. Whether it's used for good or evil depends on who holds it." And that's the heart of Crockett's message. It's not just about the tech, it's about the people behind it, the laws governing it, and the accountability that's either enforced or ignored. If you think Congress needs to step up and stop dodging these questions, hit that like button. And if you want more, no-fluff breakdowns like this, subscribe to Chambers Check. We cover the real moments in government that actually affect you, not just the headlines. This hearing wasn't just about AI. It was about power, privacy, and whether elected leaders are doing their job. Thanks for watching. This is Chambers Check, helping you make sense of what really matters in Washington. See you in the next one.